Greetings, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for being here and tuning into this reading. Let us see what important messages you may need to know at this time. This reading is intended for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please also check your other placements if you feel as though the messages here do not resonate at all. Thank you, and let's begin. What does Taurus need to know at this time? We ask for insights and guidance, please, Spirit. What does Taurus need to know at this time? Alright, starting this reading with the Eight of Cups energy, followed by the King of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords. So whenever I see the King and the Queen of Swords, this clearly indicates no communication, you and your person. This is giving each other the cold shoulder or giving each other space. But there's a decision that needs to be made here with the Two of Swords. I also see the Two of Swords as a delicate balance. Feels like no action is being taken by both parties for fear of disrupting this delicate balance that is happening. So I feel like nobody wants to make the first move, okay? Now, the Eight of Cups is leaving something behind. There might have been someone who walked away in the past. But I'm also picking up that it wasn't really what they wanted. It wasn't a decision that they truly wanted to make. Possibly there's a feeling of regretting that decision. So I also am picking up that though they may not be in speaking terms with you, Taurus, this person has been thinking a lot about you. Thinking about what they left behind, okay? Let's see. We have the Hangman. The Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of Wheels. The Death card. And the Devil. Alright, so they may have distanced themselves, but I don't feel like they completely release or let go of this connection. I feel like someone is afraid that they're going to regret this decision. Or they may already be living with that regret as well for some of you. Okay? Because I feel like there's the element of obsessing with the Devil, thinking about the things that have happened. Also with the Hangman, somebody's now feeling energetically stuck. On a different message, the reason why they're unable to make a decision is because they realize that this isn't something that needs to be rushed, or else they might find themselves regretful. So I feel like someone is taking the time. You both could be taking the time. Instead of completely breaking or cutting the connection out, giving each other space. The Death card, though, is inevitable. Like there's inevitable ending here. Or that something big needs to change as well. Otherwise, situation continues to be stagnant, okay? So for some of you, Taurus, this could be a situation where you know that something big needs to change about the person that you are dealing with and about the overall situation, because something clearly feels unhealthy or toxic. Some of you are choosing to detach yourself for now to find healing within. Claiming your own sense of independence, taking your power back. Bottom of the deck is the Fool card, but I do feel like this person wants a new beginning with you. They want a clean slate with you, Taurus. They may have walked away, but they're regretting that decision, or they don't want to live in regret of completely letting this go, letting this slip away from their hands, not doing anything about it, being too passive. There might have been the element of pride as well, like they've been so afraid of putting themselves out there to you or making the first move. But unless they take action, no movement is going to happen, is what this card is saying. Now, for those of you that you haven't heard yet from this person, I do feel like they're very close. They're at the precipice of taking that leap of faith. They're at the precipice of making the first move towards you. I feel like deep down they know that this wasn't really the choice that they wanted to take. It might be that with the Knight of Pentacles, they know that they have to also make some sacrifices, Taurus. There might have been someone that you dealt with here who was so afraid of commitment or really fully dive in the relationship, okay? I feel like with the Hermit, they may have been single for far too long, or for some of you, it was like a defense mechanism. They don't want to be very close or intimate with someone for fear of being hurt. So I feel like with Nine of Pentacles, someone may have been so afraid of letting people in that they convince themselves that it's better off being single. But it's only when we are in a relationship that we really get to know ourselves deeper on a different level. Right? I feel like this is what's about to change. Someone realized that this is not the way to go, cutting people off, running away from intimacy, walking away when things get serious. With the Eight of Cups energy, I feel like that's what they're coming to realize as well. We're going to clarify these cards real quick. Taurus, why is the Eight of Cups here? We have the nine feelings of regret piling up, sleepless nights, somebody's feeling restless, somebody's feeling anxious. The instant or the minute that they left the situation or they walked away, there was an instant feeling of regret that followed this person, okay? It might have been that when they cut communication, Taurus, they thought that this was the best decision, but they ended up feeling bad about that decision. Let's see. And I feel like they're afraid everything is going to change because of what they've done. Why is the King of Swords here? We have the Fool card. So that appeared twice. Double confirmation. Okay, I'm also getting they want to be free from the guilt. Something is haunting them, Taurus. Walking away, leaving you out in the dark, or letting this relationship go. I feel like it continues to haunt this person. So they want to be free from that feelings of guilt as well. We have the Hierophant. So the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. They already know what they need to do. They just need to commit themselves. I feel like someone is also afraid of confronting you, facing you, or reaching out for fear of how you're going to respond. Taurus, there's the element of obsessing, thinking about how you're going to respond. They're afraid that you might completely end things if they do approach you. Yes, I feel like someone is afraid of being completely rejected because they haven't moved on, okay? Though they may have been the one that walked away in the past from your relationship, they haven't fully let go of their feelings, their attachment with you. It got stronger over time is also what I'm picking up, Taurus. Is that if they approach you now, they're afraid of what you might say. They're afraid to know that you might already be in your new beginning, or that you're not interested in reconciling with them. So the Hierophant is also saying here that they know what you deserve is commitment, someone who's able to give commitment. They're also afraid that you might already have a new beginning with somebody else. Alright, so a lot of thoughts are rushing in, a lot of realization, a lot of fear. But that's the thing they need to ask themselves, am I living in fear or making decisions out of love? Right? They need to really assess the situation. But I do feel like they want to come back and they want to reconcile with you. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Eight of Wands. So, someone realized they've been very impulsive. Okay, they've been very impulsive. They may have thought that it was the right choice, but this was a surprise for them. Or you might also be surprised to hear from this person again. Because like I said, you both are not in speaking terms, or you could be giving each other space. You might be surprised to hear from them. Eight of Wands, this communication. A lot of messages, okay? Fast-moving energy. This could come across as quite unforeseen. Why is the Hangman here? Ace of Cups. So there you go. It's going to be a very emotional time for you and your person, but there's a lot that needs to be released, a lot that needs to be said, I feel like they've been bottling all of those feelings that they have. It was only when you both were not in speaking terms that this person had a lot of realizations, epiphanies, because they were given time to really deal with their own feelings and emotions. They were given time to be alone in their own thoughts and really reflect on their actions and decisions. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Ace of Wands. So somebody realized that they were just so afraid of letting people in, opening up their heart completely, being vulnerable. Okay? Because they've been so used being single, or they've been used to pushing others out because of their fear of being hurt. But with Ace of Wands, I see a lot of attraction. Somebody is really attracted to you, Taurus. They desire to be with you. They really want to have this new beginning with you. This fear of commitment might also be stemming from old wounds from previous relationship, some emotional baggage or unhealed wounds that they haven't tended to. This could be why they were holding back from completely diving in. Because instead of having faith and going with where they're being led via heart, there was so much tendency overthinking things too much, thinking about the worst that can happen. Right, so why is the Death card here? Clarify the Death card. Queen of Wands energy. But they're really, really drawn to you, Taurus. They're drawn by your energy. They find you very magnetic, very irresistible. You also have this very positive mindset, positive energy. You have a certain charm to you. Okay. But right now, I do feel like they're afraid of what you think about them. Why is the Devil here? Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like someone is working on themselves right now, working on their shadow. All right, there might have been this self-sabotaging tendency. They realized that they do this. It could have been a pattern that they want to break. Okay, they truly desire you and they want to be happy. Might be in the past they convinced themselves that if they don't let anybody in, they can avoid being hurt. So I feel like they're trying to work on that, breaking free from that pattern. Acknowledging that this isn't a healthy mindset as well. It's not how to create relationship with other people. So they want to work things out. Taurus. They're willing to put the work in. There's a lot of 8 here. Forward movement. Somebody wants to move forward with you. Take things to the next level. Alright, but they do recognize that the changes are not going to happen overnight. But they're willing now to take that leap of faith. Okay? With the Fool card. Alright, so this is the mixed emotions deck. Inspired. So somebody is inspired by you, Taurus. They find you very inspiring. You inspire them to change. You inspire them to take a chance. Face their fear. Disgusted. So somebody is afraid that you might have been completely repelled by them or turned off, okay? Or revolted. This is their main concern right now. That if they open up their fears to you, their concerns, where they're really coming from, they're afraid that they might turn you off. For some reason, I'm picking that up. Curious. It's like a lot of things they want to open up to you, Taurus. If you're interested to know. Because I feel like it's coming from a deeper place. Okay? Might even be stemming from a feeling of not being good enough, feeling powerless, a lack of confidence. There could be this thinking of, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving. Or somebody's afraid that relationship can make them feel powerless. Committed relationship, being tied down. But I feel like they want to work things out. So that is what I'm picking up for your reading, Taurus. Take only what resonates and leave out what doesn't. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.